Hi, my name's Amy Smollers. I am CEO of Strategic Market Insight and also a certified high performance coach. And I love and I'm excited to welcome you to week 9 of Reflective Fridays. Now, as the topic suggests this week, I'm discussing the concept of failure and actually taking to the idea of learning, which, depending on which side you sit on the fence, there's the idea, oh, I failed, or hey, I learned something today. And that's what I'd like to talk about. Because how often have you tried something and it didn't work and you thought that you failed? So, little tidbit, I fail at least 5 to 10 times a day, depending on how the day's going. And if every time if something didn't go exactly the way that I thought it should, or if I was trying to do something and it didn't work and I said that it failed, I'd have a pretty rough day. And some of you may have rough days at times because of the words that you're using to describe your activity. Now, it's a little piece of it, but I prefer to say, you know what, I'm learning this. Or, you know what, I learned to not do that, and let me go try this instead. Now, I'll give you an example because I myself have gotten over, or basically I should say, face fear every day and choose to get over that fear and say, okay, instead of being afraid of failing, I actually say, I'm excited to learn something today. Because like I said, it could be considered that I fail 5 to 10 times a day, but instead I switch that and I say, I have the opportunity to learn today. Now, an example, I just came back from a 2-day workshop in California that was run by Frank Kern and his team of Brett and Maria and Ross and Josh and Aurora, and huge kudos, thank you. Drank from a fire hose and now starting to put it together. But my initial fear of going was, oh my goodness, what if I don't understand Infusionsoft? What if I can't figure out how to do this campaign? What if? Now, if I had let my fear of failure hold me back, I wouldn't be where I am today, just 2 days later, setting up some campaigns, working on some really great content to develop an online course, and then having the confidence to say, okay, well, let me try this. And I actually have learned a couple of times today actually where to place a link and how to connect something else because it didn't work the first time. But having that mentality of learning instead of failure makes a huge difference. And it actually alleviates that mindset of, uh-oh, if this doesn't work, then what does that mean? When it really just means it didn't work and try something else. So my challenge to you today, how often or how many times did you learn today? Now, I'd like you to write it out in that fashion. I always like to have people write things out by hand in a journal on a piece of paper. But think about, what did I learn today? And how did I learn it? So an example for me is, well, I learned that when I go to upload a video, I need to put the link in the campaign link box instead of the other link box. Now, a lot of you say, I don't even know what the heck that means. All it means is I actually learned where to place the link so it actually works. So I know it seems kind of silly, but changing the idea instead of failure to learning makes a huge difference mentally for you, and also takes away some of that fear, right? So you love learning, and it gives you opportunities. So with that, I thank you so much for sharing your time with me today for episode 9 of Reflective Fridays. Don't forget to share, like, or comment on this video. I love to have the comments of topics that you want to hear about, so keep those coming. I really appreciate those. And don't forget to start and end every day with a smile.